What's up? This is Trey with Vertical Jump Prime coming to you with a video on how to model your favorite basketball player. Alright, so first thing you want to do is start off with the mindset. Alright, how does your favorite player think? What drives your favorite player? How can you apply or adopt the mindset of your favorite player? Alright, so let's look at Kobe Bryant. Alright, he's known, as a scorer. And the reason he's known as a scorer is because that's his mentality. Like, that's what he wants to do on the basketball court. He wants to score 30 points per game, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. His mentality is to win, all right? And if you want to win, you got to score points, all right? But if you really look at Kobe Bryant, like his game completely, his whole package, you'll see that he plays defense too. Like he's hard on defense. He hustles. He's always, assertive on the basketball court. He's not uncertain. He knows what he wants to do. He knows his purpose on the basketball court. He goes and he does it. All right. He's relentless about it. And it's pretty much like there's nothing you can do to stop him from doing what he wants to do because he's so certain. He's so confident in what needs to be done. All right, so that's the mentality you would need to take on if you wanted to model Kobe Bryant. I'm going to talk about how you can do that a little bit later because it's not just you don't just wake up and you have the same mentality as Kobe Bryant. You have to work at it. So I'll talk about that later. All right, now Dikembe Mutombo, his mentality was to guard the paint. All right, he was a solid defensive center. He won Defensive Player of the Year multiple times because he was very good at getting blocks, protecting the paint, basically making his team better because of his mental toughness, his discipline to come out on the basketball court. Every single time he stepped on the basketball court, his mentality was defend the paint, stop players from getting to the rim and getting close, easy, shots, right under the basket. Shaq was known as, a dominant force in the post, and that was what he came in the game with that mentality. I'm gonna dominate in the post. He didn't just get in the game and just relax and just let whatever happen. His mentality was, I'm going to dominate in the post. I have the ability to do it. I'm gonna go and do it every single night. So these are the mindsets of different basketball players that make them do what they do. All right, so if you want to model a basketball player, you have to model their mentality, their mindset. What is their intention, their purpose on the basketball court, and you want to model that mentality and see how it works for you. All right, basketball players also have drives, motivations, things that motivate them to do what they do. So they don't wake up, early in the morning to go practice just because. They have a motive, something that's motivating them, a motive that's pushing them to wake up. Kobe Bryant is his competitive drive, competitive spirit, and his dedication to the sport of basketball. All right, other basketball players have other reasons why they play basketball. Some of them play for the money. All right, that's not the best motive in the world, but if it works, it works. So you got to find your motive. What do you play for? Obviously, in your situation, you're probably not playing for money at the moment, but you can use that as one of multiple motives. All right, you can have multiple things that motivate you to play at a high level. All right, so you need to find your drive. Next is work ethic and practice. Every basketball player that plays at a high level, at some point had to get serious about practicing, whether it's playing a lot of pickup games, just playing basketball in general, or it's individual, workouts, working on different skills such as your ball handling, your shooting, by yourself in the gym or at your local basketball court. So you need that work ethic. All right, there's no way around that. Talent can only get you so far. It's very true. A lot of talented players that don't, go to that next level just because of the fact that they're being outworked by other people that are motivated, driven, and serious about becoming, high level players. All right, so I say here, so apply that work ethic. I also say, what drills does your favorite player focus on? What I mean by that is, you know, if we're talking about Stephen Curry, you know, you probably have an idea that he probably focuses a lot on shooting drills. He most likely he puts a lot of time into his shooting, into his form. So, if you want to model Stephen Curry, you would go ahead and put a lot of time into your shot. Like you don't just go on YouTube and watch a basketball player and then think you're gonna play like them. You have to go out and do what they do, what they did. Okay, and that's hours and hours of practice in the gym. All right, you know that. Most people know that they need to practice more, they need to put in more work, but they don't do it. I don't know why, but you need to find something to motivate you to get out and start practicing for real and start getting serious about your game. All right, skill set. All right, so you want to look at the skill set of the basketball player. I got Kyrie Irving over here. He obviously has great ball handling ability. So if you were modeling Kyrie Irving, you would put a lot of emphasis into improving your ball handling ability, because Kyrie Irving without ball handling ability is not Kyrie Irving. You see what I'm saying? So look at the skills that make your favorite player great, uh, and then think about how can you develop those skills in your game. Obviously, by practicing, doing drills, being consistent, and then you probably see moves, different moves that the player might do that you see work. You know what I'm saying? He may do a little hesitation followed by crossover. You see that it works. He gets to the basket, he'll either score or draw the contact, gets a free throw line. So if that move works for him, it could probably work for you, but you have to put in that work, that practice, and master the move. All right, you can't just see a move and then go and try it and it doesn't work and you're like, why isn't it working? Because you didn't master it yet. It's not a part of you. It's not second nature. You still have to think about it. It's still new to you. So you got to practice. You got to master the move. Once you master one move, then you move on to the next move. All right, and here's some tips, extra tips for modeling your favorite player. If you're going to model a basketball player, commit to it. So if you decide today, I'm going to model Kobe for a little bit and learn from Kobe, you know, you should be modeling Kobe for at least, the next 30 days or maybe, the next couple months. Don't model Kobe today, then tomorrow you want to model Iverson, then tomorrow you want to model Michael Jordan. Like stick with one person for a little bit. Or what you can do is take little things from each player. So, you know, model Kobe's mindset, and then you want to model Kyrie Irving's, skills, his ball handling ability. Model Michael Jordan's work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Take little things from each player. You know what I'm saying? But don't neglect your own unique talent, skills, and personality. So if you're gonna model a player, let's say you're modeling um Stephen Curry, but you're also a great ball handler. You don't want to go, focusing on your jump shot and then forgetting about your ball handling. Like that's what you're good at. If you're good at something, you want to make it even better. You don't want to neglect it and just move on to a different skill. You know what I'm saying? Keep all your skills tight, and then while you add on more skills and improve on those skills. All right. Your personality, don't try to be fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't force anything too much. Just be yourself. But if you feel like you're too timid, like for example, you're a shy person, you're a quiet person, and it's affecting your game, like you can't play at a high level because of that, then you might want to start being more assertive, what I'm saying, more vocal. But like, don't try to what I'm saying, fix what's not broken. If you're a quiet person and you're still able to produce, don't try to be loud just because, what I'm saying? So, just model players, but don't forget about who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be unique. All right. If you want to get the training secrets of the Basketball Elite, click the link in the description or go to verticaljumpprom.com/elite secrets to get your free report that will reveal the training secrets of the Basketball Elite. Thanks for watching. Peace.